back to my channel. Today, all of my beautiful Scorpios, this message is for you. This is going to be your monthly message for the month of February. For those of you that are new, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor and an intuitive coach. I provide you with guidance and wisdom and inspiration every week right here on this channel. We truly appreciate every single one of you being here. So we ask that you please subscribe, give us a like. It truly does help our content. Drop us a comment down below should you desire, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we release new content. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Scorpio. All right, all my little Scorpio friends, my beautiful Scorpio friends, let's get into your message. So I do want to point out that this is going to be a general message. It will not resonate with every single Scorpio out there. So I ask that you take with you what you want, leave the rest behind, and know that I take jumpers from the pack. So I do not like to choose my own cards. So let's stop wasting time. Let's see what the spirits, the angels, and the ascended masters want you to know, my beautiful Scorpios. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information do you have for my beautiful Scorpios? So I'm going to start off with some oracle messages first, my beautiful Scorpios. Let's see. What information do you have for all of my Scorpios out in the collective for this month? What information do you have for all of my Scorpios out in the collective this month? Okay, we are getting right into it, my friends. Okay, so love it. Love it. Okay, here we go, Scorpios. So we're starting off with serendipity. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, know that I look at numbers. I do like, as it provides me with additional information on the meaning and what spirit is trying to tell you. So serendipity is really about luck. So this first card up really tells me where you are. And if it's not where you are, it's where you're going or where you're headed. So serendipity is really about paying attention to all of the little synchronicities that are happening in your life. Spirit is really trying to communicate with you. They're trying to deliver many amazing messages to you. They're also wanting you to pay very close attention to all of the opportunities that are sort of coming your way. They're sort of being blown your way. And you're probably missing them. You're probably missing all of the little signs that spirit is sending you, because a new beginning is approaching for you. So this card is an 18, which reduces to a 9, which is about endings for me. Okay. So this is really about you recognizing that you're about to take flight. Okay. It's important that you pay attention to all of the synchronicities, all of the signs that spirit is sending you, because you're about to go into a new journey. You're about to embark on a new journey. And that's going to require you to be willing and being open to taking risks. Okay. So next up, we have round and round. Okay. So this really signifies to me that, everything in your life has sort of felt very cyclical, that it has sort of felt like you've been repeating the same lessons, repeating the same patterns, that you've sort of just been repeating everything. And what I find very interesting is the only reason you continue to repeat what you've been the reason why you've continued to repeat cycles, okay, is because you've only stayed on the outer edge of the circle. You've not been brave enough. You have not allowed yourself to be risky enough to venture inward. Okay. So this is really going to represent you going within, looking deep within yourself for those deep solutions to those deep questions that you've been avoiding. Okay. Because spirit is really telling me that this is something you've been avoiding. And I think a lot of it has to do with the simple fact that you've been avoiding it because you're afraid of what you might find. Okay. Now, next we have time for a nap. Okay. What I love about this card is that this is sort of reminding you that when you do shadow work, when you actually look within, when you start venturing inward, okay, it is going to be exhausting. It is going to take a lot of energy out of you. And it's going to be very important that you give yourself ample time to rest. Recognize that your body is sending you signals, that it is trying to respond to you what it needs and what it desires, okay? And recognize that if you're one of those Scorpios that you're like, I just got to get stuff done and I'm on a time constraint, you need to sort of stop looking at time as linearly as you have, and you need to really allow yourself some downtime, some time to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate, and refresh your soul, okay? Now let's go right into the tarot and let's see what Spirit wants to add on to this message. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information do you have for my Scorpios in the collective this month? What information do you have for my Scorpios this month? So I want to point out that I draw 9 cards and I look at this as a journey. So I do not start interpreting the cards until I have all 9 in front of me, because it is a story and it does tell me where you are, where your heart is desiring you to go, and the steps required to get you there, okay? So, angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information do you have for my beautiful Scorpios out in the collective this month? What information do you have for my beautiful Scorpios this month? So I first want to point out that what they keep reiterating to me right now, Scorpios, is that you are not listening to your body. You are not giving yourself the ample time to rest. I keep hearing that with the time for nap. Rest is going to be so important for you this month, okay? I think the reason why it's going to be so important for you is because you are a water sign, okay? And in February 21st, we are going to be having a massive shift in energy, okay, with planetary shifts. So it's going to be very important that you really listen to the signals that your body is sending you and allow yourself the ample time to rest. If that means that you need to isolate yourself and go into hermit mode, please do so. You know, recognize that you need that time to recoup and recoup and revitalize yourself and rejuvenate yourself. That's important. You must listen to that. Okay. All right, one more card and we're going to get right into it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right, beautiful. All right, let me sit here and look at these cards. I love looking at numbers, as I mentioned earlier. So we have 2 7s on the board. So if you, my advice to you on these 7s is you're going to be doing a lot of looking within to find that true divine purpose, your true divine purpose. You're going to hone in on it a little bit more. Okay. All right. Okay. So we begin our journey, and this tells me where you are. So right now we have the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So a 5 truly represents change, okay? A 5 of Pentacles really talks about you being stuck in your own sorrow, in your own self-pity. No matter what situation you're in or whatever circumstance that you're in, it's going to be so important, okay? If a 5 truly represents change, which it does, okay, this means that you have to make a choice. A choice is being presented to you in order to grant you a new beginning, okay? You are starting out at the 5, which means that you feel that you've been abandoned, you've been neglected, you've been let go. This is a very good key indicator to me that with this serendipity card, right, that you've not been listening to the signs, or you're not aware of all of the synchronicities that Spirit is giving you, right? Because you're too busy in your own sorrow to recognize that your opportunity, your new beginning is within reach, and it is right there. Because notice how she's looking down. She's not paying attention to her surroundings, and the key to her future is right there, right? This is her key. There is the door. So you really need to be aware of what is around you and pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that Spirit is giving you, okay? Because what Spirit is really giving you is that they're giving you an opportunity for a new beginning, okay? And this new beginning is going to move you into the Empress, which is creation mode, right? It's being in that full nurturing, loving, embracing that which is brand new within you, okay? Scorpio, this is beautiful because when you have the Empress truly comes in as the mother figure, okay? So my question to you is going to be, how are you nurturing yourself? How are you loving yourself this month? Make sure that you're in tune with your intuition. Pay attention to your emotions. Really figure out, are your emotions triggered by something that you're feeling deep within your core, right? Again, going back to this round and round. That inward work, right? Like really allowing yourself to dwell deep within yourself so that you could become more in tune with that higher version of yourself, that version of yourself that wants to create, that wants to rebuild and rebirth itself into a new beginning, okay? We then move into strength, okay? And this is beautiful because what I'm getting for you, my beautiful Scorpio, is that I feel that a lot of times you come off as very strong. And a lot of times your strength is very intimidating to other people. You know that you're strong, and a lot of times you don't realize that your strength makes other people back off, okay? What I'm going to tell you is that because what I feel is what I'm getting with this strength card is that even though you know your own strength and your own worth and you portray that out to the world, it's important that you allow yourself to take a step back sometimes here with the Lamb, okay? Allow yourself to just sort of take a step back and observe. You don't need to be in the forefront so much, okay? My beautiful Scorpio, because I think a lot of times when you push yourself up in that forefront, your stinger is what warns other people to be a little bit more timid and hide, right? And what this is really wanting to bring into your awareness is that by you taking a step back and observing other people in their spotlight, you might learn something. You might be able to see something that they're mirroring to you that will oftentimes help you on your own inward journey, right? That's really what I'm getting with this strength card. So it's going to be important that you recognize that the people that you are in contact with or that you associate with the most, they are mirroring to you something that you need to help you on your quest inward. Something that is going to help you and is going to present you with something that might be beneficial to you, right? Again, it's about the signs and the synchronicities. We then move into the 9 of Cups, okay? And this is beautiful because again, right? With this strength card, if the strength card really wants you to allow observe other people in their spotlight without being so upfront about who you are, because let's not get it twisted. Scorpios are very strong and very powerful individuals. And this is one of the reasons why so many people are intimidated by you. Because they know you're not a pushover. They know that they're not going to, bulldoze you. But I think a lot of times because you naturally shine outward and because of because of who you are, you you don't allow other people are afraid of outshining you, right? But by you taking a step back and becoming the lamb and just observing people from afar, it is going to present you with a gift, okay? This Nine of Cups is about presenting you with a gift. A Nine of Cups usually speaks to me about a wish being granted. And I want you to really focus in on what it is you're truly desiring. What is it that your heart is really asking for? Because if that is truly what you're desiring, if you're truly desiring to become that higher version of yourself and you're truly wanting change in your life, or you're wanting something, you're wanting that spiritual fulfillment, then that is a wish. And that wish is going to be granted. But you have to be willing to make the choice, the conscious choice to do that deep inward work. That is what it's going to require of you, because you already know that you're blessed, and you already know that, again, a 9 is about an ending, right? So the parts of you that need the older parts of you, the older beliefs, the older patterns, the older behaviors, all of the things that no longer serve you need to come to an end in order for your wish to be granted, okay? We now move into the heart of the reading, and the heart of the reading is combined by my center card and the bottom deck energy, okay? And what I have for you, and this is beautiful, is the 7 of Cups. Now, remember when I said that the 5 of Pentacles, where we started, was really about you being very self-absorbed in your own, what's going on around you that you're not observing, that the universe is offering you a gift. Because along with this 7 of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is Spirit offering you this new opportunity, this new gift, this new awakening, this new way of being, right? With the 7 of Cups, what I'm really getting for you is that, number one, be very grateful for what you already have, okay? When you can attach to that gratefulness, you will already know how to utilize your intuition to make the right choice. Most of the times, the 7 of Cups represents choices and opportunities, right? And notice how he's sitting there and he's like, which cup do I choose, right? When you are truly in sync with your own heart's desire, okay, which is speaking to you from this 9 of Cups, when you truly know what it is your heart's desire is, you're never going to question what's in any of these cups. You're going to automatically, intuitively know which cup is for you, and you'll choose that cup, okay? And in that cup is going to be your new beginning, your new opportunity into this new way of being, in this new way of enlightenment, and truly moving you into what you're passionate about, okay? Because then we move into the Knight of Wands, okay? Now, a Knight of Wands it brings you something. And what this Knight of Wands is bringing you is, it's bringing you your personal power. It's also bringing you so much insight and inspiration. You're going to be creative. You're going to have new ideas. You're going to be embodying this Empress energy about creating and building and moving in a new direction. And what I love is that this woman in this image is so happy. She's so happy that she is now moved to the forefront of who she is at the core. And she's allowing that to fuel her and continue to push her in that direction. Now, with the Knight of Wands, it's very important that, because it tends to be in and out energy, it's important that you continue to feed that flame. It's important that you remember to nurture yourself, embrace yourself in this new element, and allow yourself to feel in that moment, okay? All right, so then after the Knight of Wands, so we've now transitioned into the steps that lead you towards your outcome of this new beginning, okay? We have this 7 of Wands in reversed, okay? And what I'm sort of getting with this is that I feel a lot of times, Scorpio, you tend to neglect yourself in the areas that are of the most value to you, right? Which in the upright position, this is about you standing your ground. you knowing without a shadow of a doubt of what you're fighting for. But when it's in the reverse position, it's almost as if because you're with this round and round, because you're so used to being on this outer circle and going inward, there is so much of the unknown that's representative of looking deep within, that it feels scary. It feels frightening, almost as if you're unsure of yourself. That's why this 7 of Wands is reversed, right? You're unsure of what you're fighting for because you don't know what to expect. And that is what sort of keeps you from being in the upright position where you're standing your ground, right? Here, because there's just so much of the unknown, you're not really focusing on owning your power, okay? All right, so then we move into the Magician, okay? What I love about this, because remember with the 7 of Wands, I said that you're so used to being on that outer circle and going deep within is terrifying to you. So it prevents you from owning your power. Well, now we're presented with the Magician, right? The Magician is very representative of that power. The Magician holds the elements, all of the elements. He holds the pentacles, the sword, the wands, the cups, and he utilizes all of those elements and his own power and the power of spirit. And he creates magic in the physical, okay? So you need to really allow yourself to do that inward work, to stand in your power and own your power so that you could then become the magician of your own life, your own creator, and build your destiny the way that you're wanting it to. Because then your outcome is the 2 of Wands, where you start planning for this new beginning. You start organizing things, getting things in order so that you could then, dream all of those things that you're desiring and make them become a reality, right? The 2 of Wands speaks about you already have traveled certain places and you've left your wands in those places, but now you're holding on to this new wand of this new beginning, and you're wanting to be able to take that and plan for your future, right? But you have to be willing to stand in your power with this 7 of Wands and embody the Magician in order to be able to plan and create your future. So that is what the Tarot has for us. I do want to draw another oracle card so that I can see what additional messages Spirit has for you, my beautiful Scorpio. So let's see. Angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, what additional information do you have for my Scorpios out in the collective for this month? What additional information, do you have for my Scorpios in the collective this month? What additional information do you have for my Scorpios in the collective this month? What additional information do you have? Okay. All right, here we go. Beautiful. I could not have, I am literally very blown away at how much all of this is just syncing together. All right, so you got 2 cards, my beautiful Scorpio. So here we got lake and depth, okay? So this truly represents your emotions, right? With this round and round card, remember, I talked about how you're so used to just being on the outer edge of who you are, and you're being called to delve deep within, right? That means that you need to really look deep within the depths of yourself to truly identify with who you are at the core, okay? And that really means that you're going to have to dig down deep emotionally, right? Because that is where your solid foundation resides, okay? Because it's a 31, which reduces to a 4, which is about solid foundations. So you're wanting this new beginning, but you don't know how to get started. And what Spirit is really trying to tell you, the signs that Spirit has really been giving you, is about letting go of the pieces of your foundation that aren't serving you anymore. And how you're going to find your new foundation is by willing to look deep within yourself, be willing to do the inner work. And there is where you are going to find magic, because then we have alchemy and magic, which is the true representative of the magician. Okay. Again, we have a 43, which is a 7. So now that means that you've got 3 7s on the board, and 3 7s truly signify to me that the reason you're on this quest, the reason you're on this journey, is because you're trying to find your divine life purpose. You're trying to find your significance in this world. You're trying to see how you fit into the magic of everything that is and why you're here. You're trying to find your true divine essence in your existence. 777 is about you finding that divine life purpose and you owning it, taking it in, allowing yourself to become who you are meant to become. And that, my beautiful Scorpios, is your message for this month. I thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you next month for your new monthly message. Namaste, guys.